The first fraction we've been given is 5/3. This is an improper fraction because the numerator is bigger than the denominator, and we need to turn it into a mixed number. Now, you can look at this as you have 5 pieces, and we need to put them into groups of 3. So we have one group of 3, and we don't have enough for another group, so this one is the big one. You have your fraction line, and these two are the remainders, so they go at the top, and this 3, which is the denominator, simply goes to the bottom. So 5/3 is equal to 1 2/3. This is a mixed number, this is an improper fraction. The next question is 3 1/3. This is a mixed number because it's got a whole part and a fraction part, and we need to turn it into an improper fraction. Now, to turn a mixed number into an improper fraction, it's not difficult. It's the big number times the bottom number, 3 times 3, plus the top number, plus 1. Fraction line, and this 3 here, which is the denominator, simply goes to the bottom. So let me simplify that. 3 times 3 is 9, plus 1 is 10. Fraction line, and this 3 goes to the bottom here. So 3 1/3 is equal to 10/3. So the next fraction is 1/2 plus 1/5. We notice that both the denominators are different, and we need to turn them into the same number. So we want the lowest common multiple. So I'll do the 2 times table. 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. Now I'm going to do the 5 times table. 5, 10, 15, 20, and so on. Now I need to look for the lowest common multiple. So the smallest number in this list and this list, I can see it's 10 and 10. Now I ask myself, how do I turn this 2 into a 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can multiply the 2 by 5 to get 10. Whatever I do to the bottom number, I have to do to the top number. Now look at this 5. How do I turn that into a 10? I multiply it by 2 because 1, 2 is the second number along. So 5 times 2 is 10. Whatever I do to the bottom number, I have to do to the top number. So now I'm going to look at this fraction here. 1 times 5 is 5. 2 times 5 is 10. Plus 1 times 2 is 2. 5 times 2 is 10. Now these two denominators are the same, so we put the 10 down. 5 add 2 is 7. So 1/2 plus 1/5 equals 7/10. Now my next question is 1/2 take away 1/5. Again, the denominators are different, and I need to turn them into the same number. So I need to find the lowest common multiple. Now, as before, I can see that 2 and 5 I can turn into a 10. So I can multiply the denominator by 5, and whatever I do to the bottom number, I have to do to the top number. I can turn the 5 into a 10 by multiplying it by 2, and whatever I do to the bottom number, I have to do to the top number. Now I'm going to concentrate on the first fraction. Fraction line, 1 times 5 is 5. 2 times 5 is 10. This minus will go here. Fraction line, 1 times 2 is 2. 5 times 2 is 10. Now, as before, because the denominators are the same, this is easy. I can put the 10 down at the bottom. 5 take away 2 is 3. So 1/2 take away 1/5 is equal to 3/10. My next fraction is 2/3 times 1/5. Now I'm multiplying two fractions and I multiply straight across. I multiply straight across. So I do 2 times 1, which is 2, 3 times 5, which is 15. So 2/3 times 1/5 is 2/15. Now my last question is 1/4 divided by 1/2. Now what I like to do is I like to pour concrete on the first fraction so it doesn't move, it stays the same. So my first fraction is the same. I turn the divide into a times and I flip the second fraction. So the 2 goes to the top and the 1 comes to the bottom. The 2 goes to the top and the 1 comes to the bottom. Now I have two fractions, and with fractions I always multiply straight across. 1 times 2 equals 2. 4 times 1 is 4. Now I can see 2/4 I can simplify, so I'm going to bring it here. 2/4. Now these two numbers are both even, so I can divide the numerator or the top number by 2, and whatever I do to the top number I have to do to the bottom number. So I'm going to divide the 4 by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So 1/4 divided by 1/2 is 1/2.